Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we talk about education, behavior, and boundaries. My name is Matt. I'm a veteran teacher and a board certified behavior analyst. And today we're going to go into the realm of teacher talk and look at some different hacks and tips that teachers from around the country and, well, really around the world are doing to better serve our students. So let's get into it.
Show me the life hack that you randomly saw one day that is now an unconscious standard practice in your life. I'll go first.
That's the hack? She has it in the comment. A little glue line on the lamination and nothing moves. Oh, that's pretty cool. I need to laminate more. I do feel like a failure of a teacher because I don't laminate as much as I feel like I should. Now I do teach middle school. You'll usually see more of these artsy things in the elementary school ages. A lot of those tactile visual things, man. If you're an elementary school, pre-K through 5th grade or however far you go through elementary school, hey, props to y'all. I've walked in some classrooms. My wife is a 1st grade reading teacher. The amount of stimulation and visual aids in there is incredible. I need to do more of it in my middle school setting. But yeah, I like that. That's a cool little hack, man. Just little glue lines so you keep things from moving. That's so frustrating to get everything perfect. Everything's lined out. You put it through the laminator and it's all gone. Okay, that's a fun little thing.
My classroom that just makes sense.
Okay.
Voice level tap lights. These voice level tap lights were super easy to make and a game changer for my classroom. It helps my kids know exactly what the noise level expectations are with an easy visual.
Oh yeah, that's fun. In behavior analysis, we call this an SD, a stimulus discrimination. Essentially, there's consequences for following the expectation and there's consequences for not following the expectation, and having these different lights make it to where the student understands, okay, if I don't speak up, like if it's a level 0 and I don't speak up, I won't be called out, and that's reinforcing to me. If I do speak up and I am called out, that is punishing to me. Reinforcing being the increase of a future occurrence of that behavior, and punishment being a decrease in the future occurrence of that behavior. But yeah, I like that. It's good to let kids know what's going on, what the expectation of the room is. So I like that.
Or wander off again. This stapler station makes it easy to have the kids stay a little more organized and one less thing they need to ask you for.
This is so convicting, man. I love the stations. You want the room to speak to the kid. You want to have your expectations in the room. If the kid walked into your room and you didn't say anything, you have a new kid, new day, first day, if they looked around your room, could they figure out the systems you have in place? So that's a really, really cool thing.
Pop Socket's desktop fidget. These are perfect for any of your busy kids. I love the fact that it stays in one place and doesn't become a distraction.
I like the word busy. I was a busy kid. I had ADHD. I guess I still have ADHD. I don't think you outgrow it, but no, man, I was a fidgeter. I love playing, and having fidgets that are quiet and stimulating, excellent.
Like some of the other fidgets are. Whiteboard storage. These cute bins from IKEA help keep everything in one place, and my kids know exactly where to return supplies.
Again, you should see your systems. I love being able to see systems. It's great. I need to do better about setting up these systems this year, but what they also do as teachers, they free up your mental real estate.
Bottle holder. Bottles seem to roll off the desks all day long. Using a shoe organizer helps keep the bottles in a secure location with no accidents.
That's cool. Allison.B7, man, you're doing the Lord's work out here, Allison. Thank you so much. This is awesome. I love being able to see every system. That is huge, because if you can see the system, the kids can see the system, and it's excellent. Also, as teachers, it is so great that your room makes the decisions for you. Like a past you did all the work, did all the decision making for present you and future you. I saw somewhere that said a primary school teacher or a teacher makes more moment-to-moment decisions than a surgeon does in a day. And decision fatigue is real, mental real estate is real. I've heard people call it the decision budget, and you have a finite number of decisions that you can make in a day. Steve Jobs talked about this. That's why you saw him wearing the same thing every day, because he said that is one less decision I have to make for that day. Excuse me. So, man, I love this. I love the systems. When a kid walks in, they can see what the expectation of the room is without the teacher even saying it. Now, it is good for the teacher to say it, but it's good to have that fail-safe of, even if the teacher doesn't get to say the room expectations for the new student that comes into the classroom, they will see it in the room. That's excellent. I love it.
Your happy partner pairing card. Print. Laminating time. Cut. Students pick cards. They find their partner. Then work together.
It's cool because you can kind of do it's always good to randomly partner kids with people. And I want to just emphasize, whenever we're doing group projects, it is okay if the kids don't like one another. Your goal isn't to have them like one another and be best friends. The goal is to have them work together, work on a project together, even if they don't quote unquote like each other or vibe with each other well. You want to see that they're able to push through that, and doing random things like this is very helpful. And also, if those spats do come up, those disagreements do come up, letting them try to work through that as much as possible before you step in and intervene. This is excellent, though. This is fun, man. This is something I feel like I would see in an elementary classroom, but I know you'll be surprised how well middle schoolers and high schoolers and older students respond to this. It was insane to me. Not even insane, it was just incredible. Like, I never would have expected how well my middle school students responded to stickers. Like, stickers, you know? And like, they get really excited about it, to the point even the cool guys in class and the you know, the too cool for school students, they will get so pumped and excited and engaged over stickers, over a little reinforcement. Hey, you answered this many questions right, here's a sticker. Thank you so much. And they get so pumped, they will wear it on they put it on their faces, they'll put it on their notebooks, they'll give it to friends. It's a whole economy of stickers here. So stuff like this, you will be surprised how much it works. And there's actually a TED Talk where this college professor would give stickers to kids who got A's with college students. And he talked about a story where his lecture hall was on one side of the campus and his office was on the other side of the campus. And he just decided one day, you know, I don't think anybody likes the stickers that I put on there. I'm just not going to do them that day. Well, after class, he handed out some old tests. And then after class, went to his lecture hall. Everything was fine. Had a guy banging on the door, open the door. It's one of the defensive backs for the college team. And he said, hey, Mr. So-and-so, I got an A, but I know she didn't give me a sticker, so I wanted to come by and get a sticker real quick. This dude came across campus and asked homie for a sticker. So it's just cool just to have those permanent products. I know these aren't stickers. This is just fun cartoons. But I'm just saying, don't think that something is too childish for your age group. You just don't know. It'll be fun. It's a fun thing.
All right, we're going to rapid fire some more kindergarten hacks.
All right, kindergarten hacks. Okay, so I'm a middle school teacher. I'm interested to see how this could apply to us.
First, I put rubber bands, a bunch of them, on the pump of hand sanitizer so they can't push all the way down.
That's
what they get is the most perfect size dollop of hand sanitizer. I also cut all the pink erasers in half using a paper cutter in the beginning of the year so that it's easier for them to hold in their hands and they last long. I also put duct tape on the bags that I give them for their headphones. So I not only tape around the edges, but I also tape where they have a hole to hook it, and so they really truly last all year long. When we do,
I love that system because there's a care. Instead of just throwing them into a closet, they have to carefully put it in the bag. I love that. That's so good.
Classroom deep cleans. These wipes are too harsh for their hands. These are really expensive. So what I do is I get paper wipes and I give them hand sanitizer. So they know that they pump on the table and then they wipe. Anytime I have a tub with labels, I always tape the labels on the inside of the tub. not the outside, because when I do tape it on the outside, they don't last as long, and I'm finding that I'm using way more tape. I'm using packaging tape than if I just tape it on the inside. I hope these are helpful.
Pro tips, I love it, man. Just little things you don't think about it until you live it. You don't think about it until you're going through it. You're going through materials. Kids are breaking out in rashes because the hand sanitizer or the wipes are too rough with the cleaning products. You don't know these things. So teaching is a team sport. If you're a first year teacher watching this, I want to let you know, I know all the movies that we watched growing up. There was that one teacher who was doing the big things for the kids, and that's true and that does happen. Although not as much as the movies may get out to be, but don't be mistaken. Teaching is a team sport, which is why I would suggest talk to your teachers in the hallway, see what has worked for them, see what systems they have in place, especially if you're at a new school. Go ask the teachers who have taught that population of students before, that demographic of students before, what has worked for these kids in the past, what are some things that they don't think about that I should go ahead and put in my system so they don't really have to think about it that much and the expectation is there. I love this, man. So good, man. Mandy, thank you. Thank you for doing this.
First of all, if you haven't made your free Canva account, go do that. Then come over here and click templates.
Yes. Teachers get Canva for free. Canva. Thank you for that, because that is so helpful. It's so good. Thank you so much, Canva.
And then click education. Then you can see there's all these different grade tabs. You can click your grade. And now there's tons of pre-made templates for your curriculum.
Yes.
I love that Canva already has these pre-made resources for us.
Absolutely.
All we have to do is look at them and pick which ones we want. For example, I could click order of operations, shows me everything in the template. Here's the lesson objective, teaches the order, the steps. All you have to do is click here, customize template, and bam. The best part is it's all free. Go check it out.
Canva is a teacher's best friend. That is such a huge resource. Highly recommend it. They did not sponsor this video, but man, I love it so much. They sponsored me. They sponsored me as a teacher. If you're a teacher watching this, they can sponsor you too. Just go there and get the free resources. The amount of time that we can save by just looking at resources that other teachers have done before us and put in the time, put in the effort, and we can use it to help our kids and kind of facilitate that. And also you can just look at that template and then adjust it for your kids, adjust it for the students that you serve. Really incredible. I also love it to teach concepts to colleagues and things like that. I'm currently working on a talk right now about redirections, and I used Canva. Canva was very helpful with that, helped me to get a template together, get my thoughts together, so it was really neat. So love Canva. All right, thank you, Rachel.
Teachers, did you know this? So every morning when I come in, I like to put on some music for my kids to listen to while they're journaling. So once I find the music that I want to play,
Listen, music sets the vibe. Music sets the vibe. And there's some kids, like I was a kid like this, I'm an adult like this, and I'm trying to get more comfortable in silence, but some kids are not really comfortable in silence. It's just, kids don't like silence. Kids don't really like to walk into silent classrooms sometimes. Sometimes they do, and you just need to fill that out. Figure that out with your population. But most of the time, kids appreciate some music going on. Set the mood.
go up to the bar here, and in between the T and U in YouTube, just add a little dash, and it brings up the video in an entire new window, because you already know we can't trust those ads that come up even on child-friendly videos.
Yeah.
So once it's open in its own new window, you can play, and it plays all the way through the entire hour and a half with no ads at all.
What?
Teachers, did you know this? So every morning...
Megan, you're awesome. Thank you so much. This is great. I am going to use this because this is so frustrating to have ads, man. Like, there were so many home hardware ads that would come up, during my study lo-fi when they're doing independent work. So I am going to use this year. Thank you, Megan, for that. Oh, that's so great.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
Love these things. Oh, I love these things. I saw another teacher use them. I used them last year. Oh man, I love them. They made decorating the classroom so much easier. So, yeah, man, I got mine at Home Depot, and they have different gauges. This one obviously can hold up string lights, but dude, they have some industrial size ones. Like I had string lights that I used on our back porch, and I took them to the school to kind of help decorate the school, decorate my room a little bit, give it some character, give it some color. And they're like heavy duty, man. They can actually hold these things up. So man, you can get them at Home Depot, Amazon. They're just magnetic hooks that you just put to the ceiling. It doesn't hurt anything. You don't have to staple anything into the wall. You don't have to do all of that. And this makes it to where most districts, like you don't even know you were there with the hooks. So it's awesome.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come. Look.
If you're a teacher not using an iPad, a teacher.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
You're missing out.
Look at this. Somebody come. Look.
I do like that. Now I will say there are some teachers who, we don't really have that resource. That's a whole program. You can mirror to the screen and things like that. Another thing that I found useful, what I use is a Bluetooth keyboard and a Bluetooth mouse that I connect to my laptop, which is obviously connected to the display at the front of the classroom. And I'll walk around, and sometimes we let the kids like, hey, take the laptop, you run the PowerPoint. Obviously I have locks and stuff on that, so they can't like go on YouTube and things, but I'll let them kind of interact with the lesson. Now, keep in mind, I do that with my smaller groups. If you're in a class full of 25 and 30, maybe that wouldn't work, but that could also just be a job. That could be something that the kids work for. Like, hey, do you want to run the, help me with the lesson today by running the PowerPoint, or running this, or playing this video, or helping run this Kahoot or this review game. That could be something they work for. So if you don't have the resources to have the iPad and mirror it, another cool thing would just be get a Bluetooth keyboard and a Bluetooth mouse, and then just walk around with that and practice with it, learn how to operate with it, and that gets you walking through the room and keeping the flow of the lesson at the same time. But ultimately, I love the spirit of it because you're making the room more lively. The room is moving. It's not stagnant, because if you have a stagnant room, that leads to a lot of behaviors that will get the kids moving, because the kids want to move. They don't want to just be disrespectful. They don't want to be bad kids. They just want to get moving. They like to move. People like to move. Movement is a privilege, and we like to operate in that privilege as much as we can. So anything you can do to get you moving, to get the kids moving, is an absolute win.
For me, the life hack that you randomly saw one day that is now an unconscious standard practice in your life. I'll go first. Show me the life hack that you randomly saw one day that is now an unconscious standard practice in your life. I'll go first.
What is this?
Show me the life hack that you randomly saw one day that is now...
Oh, it's it's painter's tape. Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah. So painter's tape is really, really good because it doesn't rip the paint off their walls. It doesn't leave any residue. It's really, really cool. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna use that this year too. This is great, man. Thank y'all. Thank you, Mrs. Morris. Appreciate that. Man, in second grade, these elementary teachers, man, they are doing the most in the best way. They're doing the most. They are walking so we can run. And I just appreciate these elementary teachers. Show some love to your elementary teachers. Parents, if you have an elementary aged kid that is going to school, be sure to thank them in the car line. They are doing amazing work and helping us. I love that because, dude, even the sticky putty and the double-sided tape, and at the end of the year, I'm talking hours of scrubbing this tape off and scrubbing off the putty and scrubbing off the adhesive. Painter's tape with a hot glue gun on just a little piece of painter's tape. Oh, dude, that's so good. All right, thank you, Mrs. Morris. But if you like videos like this, go ahead and click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Like, comment, share this with a friend, share this with a parent, share it with a teacher, whoever you think would enjoy this. Educators in the classroom and educators in the community. What helps us support the channel, helps us support what's going on here, trying to be a resource. I also do a lot of movie reactions if you want to go check out some of those. I did some with Harry Potter, did some with Wicked. Just go check them out. I'll put those videos here. But until next time, you guys have a great week. God bless.